And welcome back to the final series of tonight's broadcast of the StarsWar 11 Korea Closed Qualifier day number 1. I'm of course Show's Live VIP again. I'm a little bit under the weather, but we have made it. We have survived. We have made it through 3 series so far. We have 1 series left. And for the first time tonight, we're going to be casting Dynasty. Let's go. Again, it's a map we were able to feature last week during the 4Jumi show match. And I'm happy to see it here again in this matchup between these 2 amazing players. And oh boy, the caliber of play here is insane. We had Maru earlier, we had Classic, we had Kyo, we had Stats, and here we have herO and ByuN as well. The best of the best here in Korea are duking it out. And how will this story end? How will this story unfold? It's a best of 3. That's the scary thing here. Either one could advance on. Either one can go through. Who's it going to be? In the top right hand corner, we have herO for Dragon Kaiser Gaming. And in the bottom left, we have his opponent, we have ByuN for Shopify. Here we go. Now, Dynasty is another interesting map. Remember pocket bases? Well, I mean, I say remember. Radisson Station had pocket bases. Dynasty also has pocket bases. But Dynasty doesn't just have a pocket base. Dynasty has a gold. You have a pocket gold base, which is insane, by the way. It's been a while since we've had a base quite like this. It's been a while since we've had a setup quite like this. So yeah, we spoke about this before at the start of the broadcast. If you weren't here for it, we spoke about how something that is controversial and something that is kind of making the rounds amongst a lot of the pro players is the sentiment about how this new map pool is very unorthodox. And as a viewer, I think it's fun for sure. But all the new maps, they all have like quirks. Like they all have like these quirks and these like different like things about them, whether it's a short rush distance, whether it's a pocket goal base like Dynasty, for example, whether it's the giga short rush distance on Ghost River as well. There's a lot going on these maps, and there's no new standard map, or at least it feels like there's no new standard map. And what's that going to do to the meta? What's that going to do to the state of play and the state of the game? We're here to find out, right? We're here to bear witness to how the meta shapes around this, whether it's for better or for worse. It's still very early on. I think it's too early to judge when it comes to like how we think that the meta is going to unfold. But because this pocket goal base, it can lead to a lot of aggression. And we can see both players go for the goal. Here we go. Meanwhile, Reaper's moving out across the map again. It was an economic opener out of ByuN. We have herO likewise walling off here at the goal base. Now, in this matchup, thankfully, with things like Stalkers, with more range-based units, we can protect these mineral lines. We can keep them safe, relatively somewhat. And keep them a little bit safer. Here we have a tech of choice. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of herO. Is going to be a Twilight Council, I imagine, for a Blink-based opener from our Protoss. Again, the Reaper just camping that mineral line, trying to be as annoying as possible, trying to delay mining for as long as he can. And it's on herO to chase down this Reaper. So far, a good wall off here with the gateway. herO does wall. Behind this, ByuN is not going for a 1-1-1, if I'm not mistaken. He's going for a Rax into factory into a second Rax. So a very aggressive build, and my apologies. Oh my god, I assumed it was going to be Blink. It was a Twilight Council opener, but that is not Blink, by the way. That is Dark Shrine. That is DTs. Okay. herO. Yeah, my attention. Speaking of my attention, though, ByuN rocks up with his Reaper double Hellion. Denies mining, going straight into tank production behind this. Ooh, the probes are stacking. Ay. The probes, they do stack, and so far the shield battery does keep them alive, but probes are going down. 3 probes get sniped. We get 4. We're going to get a 5th as well. And most likely a 6th. Oh. Ooh. So they barely do keep this alive. But very nice damage dealt there by ByuN. Getting 5 probes for 1 Reaper. Both Hellions make it out. Now, what's important here is that ByuN hasn't scattered. As ByuN has been preoccupied, as he's been busy dealing with the economy, killing all these probes, he has not scattered the main base. He's assuming it is Blink Stalkers, and I don't blame him. That's why he's getting into fast tank production. He's not ready for what's to come for the Dark Templar. Now, what's important here is that DTs are a little bit weird in this matchup. Ooh, as the Adept does face check. Blink is on the way. I love that we're rushing into Blink for those DTs. Now, I was about to say that the problem with DTs is that we have scans, right? Like, Terran doesn't have to do anything special to actually have detection available. Scans, as long as we have the energy for it, we can provide some mobile detection or detection on the fly. As I say that, we have still not revealed our hand. We have still not revealed the DTs. We can bank them up, and we can try to catch ByuN off guard. As I say that, oh, it looks like we're going to be showing off the DT here at the ramp. Yeah, swiping away at the wall. Boys are being pulled for the repairs. No scanners available, by the way. That's a lot of damage. The DT doesn't kill anything, but that is a lot of lost mining time. But now ByuN's on notice, and now ByuN is throwing down turrets. So this is where I have to question herO a little bit. Now turrets are on the way. Now this is going to do a little bit less. We do have one DT getting into the natural. Going for the tank. Oh! The repairs are too good. We keep the tank alive. That's 2 DTs thrown away, by the way, and we have not gotten any damage here outside of lost mining time. DT comes into the main, but there's a turret covering the ramp. Ooh, as no, the 3rd DT goes down. These are expensive. These are expensive losses here, and I want to favor ByuN right now. Cleans them up. Doesn't lose too much. DT does blink into the main though. But there's another turret. Yeah, ByuN, he's so ready for this. Turrets everywhere. With that, we can see herO going for another warping of DTs. I mean, I don't blame him. herO, he has to break through. He wants that tank. He's going for it. And can he get it? He can. Gets a tank. Tank goes down, turret as well. We do have a scan available. I'll pick up there by herO. Barely does escape with that prison, but at the same time, there's a drop across the map. DT's wreaking havoc in the main base. 11 SCVs go down. herO making some magic happen, but here comes the drop, and we deny mining at the gold. herO, he may have killed some SCVs, but ByuN, he denies any kind of mining here at the natural base. Again, that's the scary thing about this map, about that pocket in general, is that it is quite abusable, whether it's with drop play or just harassment. herO warps in across the map. Do we have a tank on the high ground? We do not. Ooh, but the prism gets sniped! No! The prism goes down. And ByuN, he's holding. He's holding strong here, and herO, what can he hope to do? He's been trying, but he cannot break ByuN's 2-base setup. Natural goes down. Zelta diving in. We do come in for a surround. We should clean this up. Not a bad cleanup there by herO. ByuN maybe being a little bit too cavalier, sticking around too long. Oh! Ooh, as a matter of fact, takes a lot of hits as well. And herO instead going to be expanding towards the south, taking the linear 3rd. But again, any kind of map control that herO once had, no longer quite there. ByuN pushing out without a care, with no fear. Do you have a decent immortal count at least? Zella drop being sent out. No tank in position, by the way. SCVs will get picked up. Now, when I say SCVs, I mean one. When SCV goes down, drop coming back in. Looks like we will snipe that cybercore at least. Same time, herO does hit the 3rd. This is getting a little bit scrappy here, as we don't really have much at home to defend. I say that, we do still have a decent chunk of Marines and Marauders. Boys can be pulled. You can see herO trying to force his way up into the ramp, and he's pretty committed. herO is pretty all in here. He has to end the game with this army. But too many Marauders. Too much man with gun here. There is that one DT swiping away at the army. But it's not going to be enough. And ByuN shuts this down. GG gets called. ByuN, he holds, he survives. He takes the first game. GG. Again, a very chaotic game there between our players. herO spicing it up and going for the DT opener. But I was quite concerned when it came to it, and as we saw, arguably herO showed his hand too early. Arguably he revealed his hand a little bit too soon. As a result, the DTs didn't do anything. As we're getting into game number 2, and we do have herO in the top left, and in the bottom left-hand corner, we do have ByuN for Shopify. As we load into Amphion. Oh boy, and Amphion, another interesting map here. Short rush distance by air, and again, even a short rush distance by ground. As ByuN is maneuvering his SCB in an interesting position, walling off the minerals. Okay, or I say walling off. I'm gonna be hiding his first racks, is what he's doing. First racks is being hidden. Probe comes in, and basically ByuN, he's faking out a proxy. Faking a proxy racks. We'll see if herO can come across where the racks is and get a read on what's going on. So a bit of a fake out here by ByuN. Again, it is not uncommon for a Terran player to hide their first racks in their own main base or in their natural or in their third base location. So herO has to scout and confirm whether or not this is committed or not. So far, the probe again doing a lap of the main, trying to find that racks. Doesn't find it in the main base. Does not come across it. As herO is expanding back at home, no big reaction out of herO, calling his bluff. Didn't chrono out a zealot or anything like that, I believe. And we're settling into a pretty standard game. I mean, ByuN did open up double gas, which means a faster factory. I imagine this is going to be leading into Hellion production. The Reaper is revealed, which does confirm that the Reaper is on ByuN's side of the map. So herO, he should be feeling pretty safe. Should be feeling pretty safe overall. Yeah, I believe the pylon is placed down to block off that Reaper cliff. So good positioning. And ByuN, he's denied entry into the main base. Interesting. Okay, so because of the layout of the map here, there's only that one entrance for the Reapers. This is actually pretty brutal. As long as the pylon gets thrown down where herO has placed it, of course, then scouting can be quite difficult, as there's only one way in. Yeah, as we can see here, ByuN, he can't scout. He cannot get into the main base. The Reaper is going to get completely shut down. And ByuN is in the dark as to what kind of tech herO is working with. And we can see the Robo well underway, Gateway as well. Interesting. Now, with a Robo base opener, we can head into faster Colossus production. We can head into faster Immortal production as well. I imagine this is going to be faster Colossi. We'll keep an eye on herO. There are some Protoss players that want to be a little bit spicy and they go for something like a Disruptor drop, for example, but I think even herO wouldn't be willing to really dive or vary it up too much like that against ByuN, especially being down in the series. We do have the Immortal on the way. That is a safety Immortal. There are some players that skip it, but we can see the herO, he's making sure that he survives the early game. Ooh, a little bit unfortunate. The Observer barely does miss that drop. As drop is making its way towards the main base. 3 Widow Mines. herO in position, does react in time, pulls the boys. No! Oh, pulls the boys, and the mine shot goes off, takes down the Zealot, but not a worker. Phew, that could have been so much worse. That's 2 more Widow Mines. They drop into the natural base once again. No! Shot doesn't quite go off. Takes down a probe. And herO being so adventurous, you know, as he stacks the probes. Just with them at the last moment there. We do see the unburrow, and it looks like we should minimize our losses. That is a lot of lost mining time, though. A very chaotic defense here by herO, but he does defend, and actually he's moving everything across the map. But look at our defensive setup. I spoke about how defensive this map is and about how difficult it is to get a Reaper Scout. Likewise, we have a bunker, we have a tank, we have a Liberator as well. There's no pushing up that ramp, there's no pushing into the natural. herO bypassing the natural, going over towards the left-hand side. Okay. herO, you have my attention. Does rotate over, looking to ferry into the main. That is quite a large gap, but he is going to make his way in. There are some units here in position. Tank is going to be sieging. And we're trying to dive on it. The Immortal does focus down the tank. We get one. One tank goes down. Very good target firing on the Viking. The Viking falls, and herO, he maintains the position. He's taking control of the main base. Takes down the second tank just barely. The Prism taking a lot of hits. And it looks like we should hold. ByuN barely does force back the Prism. That was so close. herO, he almost broke his opponent then and there. Yeah, more boys have to be pulled. Again, the tanks were called out. We got 5 SCVs, a lot of lost mining time. Oh, mine dropping across the map. Liberator going in. That's a lot of probe kills. 6 probes go down. Alongside 5 SCVs. Liberator still survives. Liberator gets another probe. Oh, goes for the Stalker even. There we go. Gets a 7th probe. So there we go. We are going to be recalling back. Oh, Prism barely does survive, and now the game is going to be settling. We're going to be calming things down a little bit here. Now, if you remember, I had assumed with a Robo Opener that we were going to be going for a faster Bay into faster Colossus production. We can see that is not the case. We can see that herO is going for Immortals alongside Charged Lots instead, not rushing into Colossi. So +1, Charged Lots, Immortals. I imagine Archon production is going to be behind this as well. I imagine we will head in that direction, but for now, Charged Lot, Archon, and there it is as that Templar Archives for eventually Archons. As herO threatens another dive, but this time is forced back. Whew. And we are going to be taking our 3rd bases. We have the 3rd CC on the way for ByuN, 3rd base on the way for herO. I seen the chat pointing out how there were some workers that didn't go down to the mine drop, and there's a lot to go over when it comes to the changes to the Widow mines. As the sentry, sentry does get targeted down. Very nice pick off there by ByuN. Drop into the main base. Probes are being targeted as well, and herO's out of position. You saw there on cams, herO just leaning back in his chair, not happy about the situation. Main base is compromised. 6 probes go down. We depower so much as well. The Artosis pylon, and everything comes back home. Again, herO woefully underprepared for this drop. What I was going to say though is, again, a lot of changes were made to the Widow mine. The targeting reticule is a lot more obvious, of course. The radius was reduced. The splash damage was also reduced as well. Of course, a change to the armory where now you need drilling claws to require detection, not the armory, so it kills like an armory rush. Or the armory build that you would see from time to time. So yeah, there was quite a lot changed. Quite a lot to go over, but here we go. We have ByuN going for the double drop, and he is pulling herO apart. Again, herO out of position. No vision, no scouting. Mine shots going off here on the Zealots. We once again shut down the production. Once again go for the Artosis pylon. And what's important is that ByuN didn't lose too much. He saves most of his army, picks it up, gets the hell out of there. ByuN supply blocking herO takes the supply lead. +1 combat shields. Plenty of upgrades on the way here. Showing 1-1 timing on the horizon for ByuN alongside his ghosts. And it does feel like herO is being outscaled. Again, a byproduct of of that artistic piling going down is that the Forge keeps getting depowered. The Forge has been quite delayed, and as a result, the upgrades are quite far behind, or lagging behind here. Does give ByuN an opportunity. There we go. Forges are finishing up, as one of the Forges was sniped. So we have to rebuild the Forges. Double jump coming back in. This time the hero's in position. Oh, but Blink isn't done. We focus on one of those Stalkers. Jump towards the right-hand side. Gets 8 probes as well. Pretty worth it. Marine drop for 8 workers. Very nicely done. And now ByuN takes a massive supply lead. You can see here ByuN up in supply. And it isn't just the numbers in his favor here, but the quality of the army. Again, those ghosts are going to be huge. EMPs are still as impactful as ever. And here has just been having a hard time keeping up with the speed of ByuN with the multitasking with the drop play. Now we do have a Storm. Oh, Storm does connect, but we lose the Prism and the High Templar as well. That was an expensive loss there for herO. That's a trade that ByuN could afford, that herO not quite. ByuN pushing right through the center. That's still a little High Templar. Nice split there from ByuN. Avoids that first Storm. We still have a lot of High Templar there. There's another one gets sniped. A decent Storm in the army. Again, a lot of this comes down to the spellcasters. A lot of this comes down to whether we can storm the army or not. Likewise, whether we can EMP the army or not. This herO does overextend. No! Mind Shot goes off. We take down another High Templar. That could have been a lot worse, especially if we had targeted the High Templar, the group of High Templar instead. But those are some expensive losses for herO. He's down to what? 4 High Templar. Misses the army, misses the rotation. ByuN hits the center base. Does force a cancel. Okay, there's 4 High Templar on the ground, I believe. Oh god, no! The sniper, there's a massive EMP on the army as well. 0 storms. That was every High Templar caught out. And that may just be it. The storm was the only thing keeping herO in this game. He just lost his Prism and every single High Templar. Aye, aye, aye. Things just going from bad to worse there. Colossi have arrived. They're going to be able to hold the line a little bit longer. But look at the size of the army here for ByuN. Plenty of ghosts. We have plenty of marauders, a couple of Vikings. He can just stim and win at this point. Yeah, the EMPs are good enough. We collapse in the army. The CranKy far too much as well. And hero's being overwhelmed. Just a rough start to this game. And GG gets called. ByuN snowballs out of control. Takes the series 2-0, advancing on into MSO. There were a couple of casters this week that we missed out on because I have been under the weather. So I do apologize. And I'm sure you heard as well that I'm still not at 100%. I was constantly muting myself. Oh god, I was constantly muting myself to mute that. I'm still recovering. I'm still not quite there. I hope that I recover soon. I've been getting better. 100%. I still just have this cough, and hopefully I can get over it, and hopefully we can go back to our regular broadcasting schedule. I miss casting ESL Asia. You know, we have KSL tomorrow. I'm on the fence whether or not I'm going to cast it. We'll see. Tomorrow is going to be KSL, and tomorrow is going to be day 2 of the qualifier. I want to at least cast the qualifiers. KSL we can always do via replays. We can always do like a replay cast at KSL. But I want to try to cast this live, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Regardless, I'm going to go rest. Gonna go and get some water, and then I'll make myself some tea and all that good stuff. But it's good to be back in Australia. Regardless, it's good to be back. You know, I probably just got sick on the plane back or something. You know how it is. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But yeah, we'll be back to our regular casting soon. TM soon. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that we got today as well. We do appreciate it. And again, we're usually live on the channel on a daily basis. As I just mentioned, tomorrow we have KSL and day 2 of StarsWar 11 lined up for us. I would usually cast it. Keep an eye on social media. Again, depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may only cast one of those tomorrow instead of 2, just because I'm still not like fully recovered, so we'll see. But yeah, usually we cast you on a daily basis. On Sunday is going to be Sparkling Tuna Cup and some more StarsWar 11. On Monday is going to be more StarsWar 11 and ESL Asia. Plenty of StarCraft going on. And yeah, consider following the channel. It's got some good stuff available for you. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. The biggest shame as well, by the way, the new patch dropped while I was sick. The new patch dropped. I have not laddered at all on the new patch. I want to ladder, but I'm not really in a good state for that. So eventually, like, give me a week, Bobby. Give me a week. I'll be back. So if you're interested, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch. I do stream whenever I can. Haven't streamed in a while, but I want to get back to streaming soon. Once, you know, we can get things underway. Stick around. I'm going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We'll most likely raid Monsieur Satsak. Senor Satsak. I don't see anyone else live at the moment. Do we have anyone else? Oh, Nice is live. True. Could raid Nice. We'll give it to Mr. Satsak. It's been a while. It's been like a week. We'll give him a raid. Give him some love. Give him some love. Give him some support as he is laddering on the new patch. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. We'll see you guys most likely tomorrow with some more StarCraft of some kind. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.